Hi, my beautiful Cancers, and welcome to Arcana Priestess. So for those of you that are new, welcome, and if you're returning, I'm so glad to have you. This is going to be for January 2022. All right, Cancer placements. Let's take a look at the energy. I'm wanting to know the underlying energy to start, and then we'll go from there. This is going to be general, so take what resonates, leave the rest. If you feel like you're pushing this to resonate, it's not for you. It should make you feel more at peace. It should be a confirmation of what you already know, rather than to confuse you. So if this reading is confusing you, maybe check out a different placement, moon, rising, or a different reader. There are many beautiful readers out here. And if you would like a more personalized reading, or if you are a crystal lover like me, the link for personal readings, crystals, and life coaching are all in the description box below. We have surrender to the divine. You're not going to have control in January, Cancer. You're not going to have control of a lot of things, okay? You might as well throw out your calendar for January, because a lot of things that you're planning or that you think are going to happen, or things that you may think are going to go one way, I'm hearing they're really going to go in a completely different direction. And I'm hearing that it won't be until the end of January where you will start to realize that the direction that the universe had planned for you, that you thought was your sabotage, was actually exactly where you needed to be. So you're going to be going through, I think, like, there's a huge energy of rebirth for this whole entire year, especially in your relationships, your romantic connections, the way that you view them. It's really about being open to what's for your highest good and not really having an attachment as to what exactly that is. So for those of you who are manifestors, right? Definitely, you know, if you're a Cancer and you're not using the new moon or the full moon to manifest, I don't know what you're doing, honey. You should get on that. So the crystals for you guys were, I don't have them on me right now, but selenite and moonstone and clear quartz. So all very moony energies as well. So I feel like some of you may want to add those into your collection. You may want to start using them on the full moons or the new moons in your rituals, or to start doing rituals. I don't think you guys realize how intuitive you are, or, you know, you haven't fully tapped into that ability. And I definitely see, like, throughout this month, you really are going to be tapping in different ways. It's like, unfortunately, as much as you're not going to be, it is fortunate, but you're going to think it's unfortunate. So as much as you, Cancer, may not be able to predict your own life, you're actually going to be predicting a lot of other people's lives. So whether this is friends, whether this is family, whether this is just random people, you'll be able to predict a lot of things and see a lot of things that are going to come that other people wouldn't have expected in their own life. But it's almost like you're kind of blinded from seeing what you need to see within yours. So you may find this month that you are going to be a shoulder for a lot of people to lean on. We have faith in your dreams. Surrender to the divine, have faith in your dreams. I'm hearing it's not that what you want can't work. It's that it's not going to work the way that through doing what you think. Whatever way you're thinking to create something. For some of you, this is related to a business. For others of you, this is a relationship, possibly getting the relationship to the next level, or I'm hearing getting somebody to see the connection through the same eyes as you. It's like you're going about it all. I feel like if you're really resonating with this reading, you may want a personal reading. It doesn't have to be from me, but I feel like you need more of like a one-on-one, because it's about perspective. It's just you're too attached to the situation. Literally, you just need a perspective that's not you, and you'll easily be able to see. But I'm hearing, like, if you were to go to like a friend or a family member, maybe these people don't like this person. So I don't know. It's somebody who feels like they can't talk about it to the people in their lives. They can't talk about something that's going on with them to the people in their life. So, you know, reach out to somebody else if that's not, you know, working for you. Okay. I take into consideration everything from the moment I tap into the energy of your reading and me just going, okay, and like just letting out that breath of air. It was like mentally exhausted, emotionally exhausted. I feel like that's what you're gonna be feeling like that. So this is a really good month for you to, it is the beginning of the year. This is the perfect time for you to get a new schedule. And especially, like, honestly, I know everybody thinks about career, love, money, things like that, but honestly for you guys right now, it really is about self-care. It's about what you're putting into your body, and it's about how you are choosing to exercise, whether it's mental exercise or actual physical exercise. But really creating a game plan. If you were your highest, most amazing self in the whole entire world, what would your day-to-day, what would you be eating? If you didn't even have to cook it, you had a chef to cook everything for you, what would you be putting into your body? You need to become the person you want to be in this moment in order to actually become that person forever. And look at this, literally I'm like talking you're a Cancer, so with water, I always end up going very much intuitive with your readings. And I didn't even look at the card, I'm babbling on, and it literally says a time for healing, which would have pretty much made me say everything I just said anyways. But this really is going to be a beautiful time for healing. And I think that this is about deep feminine energies. So feminine healing with your mother, feminine healing with your siblings, with your best friends, the friends that know your deepest, darkest truths, maybe friends that, you know, for some of you guys, it's like, I think that these are people that you've known for a long time, rather than like people that you've met in like the past like 2 years, 2 or 3 years. I think you've known them longer than that. But what I am gonna say is, for those of you guys who do meet people in the month of January, those are going to be like your soul sisters, your soul brothers. So you're going to meet really amazing people. So for those of you that are single, this is a really good month for you to stumble upon love. It's not about looking for it, but it's about just being at the right place at the right time. I also feel this energy of you just really feeling good. You're really going to be looking good. It's kind of an all eyes on you, but you're also, it's like all eyes on you, but you're also focused on so much that you're not noticing. So I don't know. There's just something different about you. There's just something different about you. And I think people are going to say that a lot. It's like, there's something different about you. You're glowing and... oh gosh, some of you guys, you're going to get pregnant this year. Unexpected, not planned, best thing that ever happens for you. That this is going to be when you really feel like you're just starting to live. Some of you find your purpose ends up being something like, I could see you end up being like one of those people who has like a vlog with their family. Like you really are like wondering your whole life, what's your career, but then through finding, and then maybe you end up, yeah, this is exactly it. So this is very specific, but somebody here still hasn't found their purpose. You're really focused on your career and maybe at a high point in your career, or when you're still very confused about it. I do see a pregnancy and possibly you thinking that that is going to steer you in the complete opposite direction and delay the possibility of you ever or when, of how long it will take you to get to your goal. But ultimately, through having this family is how you end up finding your purpose. So again, exactly what I said in the beginning, it's not going to look anything like how you planned. But right now, as of you seeing this, cross that out then. Cross out this dream of whatever you see in front of you. Because so many times have we wanted one thing, and then now we think back and we're just like, I can't believe I ever wanted that. You know, we change, we grow, we evolve. And I feel like this year, you're gonna feel like every single month is changing. Every single month. If you guys want a whole entire 2022 reading rather than just through the months, if you want me to do one for the whole year for you guys, let me know. I did sell out all of the personal 2022s, so it's just back to the regular readings that I do have, but I do have from the new life coaching sessions available because it is the beginning of the year, so I always open up and allow new people. So that is that. Okay, anyways, let's just go into some tarot. I wasn't expecting. I love my job. I love reading for you guys. It is the best thing in the world. All right, let's see. And I'm just thinking back right now personally to when I first started doing these videos and I wouldn't look at the camera and I just was literally just so, I felt like an ant in a room of giants. Like I just felt so uncomfortable. And now it's like the camera is my best friend. And I feel like that's the energy that you're coming into. Like you're gonna be starting something new. You're probably gonna be feeling very uncomfortable about it. Or if this is a child, it's like you weren't expecting this, your whole life is changing. How are you gonna handle this? But at the end of the day, like, you're the king of the jungle. I don't know why or where that's coming from, but like that may be the title, but that is the energy. Like you're the king of the jungle. Like at the end of the day, you are not only going to show the world around you, but you're going to show yourself just how strong and how powerful you are. And I think that if you've ever had any doubts and you've ever doubted yourself, you're going to overcome some serious things that are really going to show you by the end of this entire year. Like you won't allow yourself to doubt yourself anymore. Show me the energy for Cancer for January. You have the Knight of Wands in reverse. I think this is really just cutting out the bullshit. It's really getting strict and being serious. What do you really want? Realizing that if you're not putting in a 100% effort and if you can't fully make up your mind about something, or if somebody is like that with you, they're not worth it and it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Putting only your time and your attention into the things that you are 100% motivated to do, 100% inspired to do, the things that bring you life, the things that bring you joy. You're really going to be, the areas of your life that aren't making you happy are going to be amplified to the point where you will no longer be able to ignore it. You will have to make a change. You will have to make a change. Some of you, it's like some of you are homebodies too much, and you need to stop that because it's not helping you. I am a water sign too, so I totally understand, and I literally leave my house twice a year, so I get it, but I understand that I have to force myself to get out too, and that is the energy that you're needing to do right now because, you know, there's that saying, your net worth is your network. Your network is your net worth. Who you know is how much you'll make. That's what I'm hearing. You need to expand your social network. You need to make new friends. You need to hang out with the friends that you currently have, but you need to go out. You need to be out. This is the year where you, and I keep saying year, but it all starts in January, right? This is the time where you take those big steps. This is the time where you do those things that you told yourself, I'll do later, oh, I'll do later, I'll do later, all last year. Do those things right now. This is the time where you come out of your shell. You do not want to hide. Somebody's face is going to be on a billboard. You're cringing right now. That's the last thing you would want. But it is going to jumpstart something else for you. And that's the thing. It's not, your path will never look expected. And you want to know something that I just realized yesterday? So I was first I honestly was like, what am I going to do? Like, I was never good at school. So you can skip this if you want, but I feel like somebody will need to hear this. But I was like, I was never good in school. What am I going to, like, how am I going to survive? Like, I am a material girl. Like, how am I gonna survive? So then, like, eventually I realized, like, I wanted to be an interior decorator. And I was like, I didn't even know that was a job. And so that was gonna be my whole thing. So I got my money together. I went to school and I'm studying, okay? I don't even finish the first course. And what happened? Tarot. Now, I always knew about tarot. I always knew I was intuitive. I always knew I had gifts. I've literally always been an intuitive reader in the sense of that's how I've always given advice to people. And I always thought like I could do something with helping people, but I always thought I don't want to be a therapist. And I just wasn't sure. So literally, as I'm beginning this journey, I put so much money down to start school. All of a sudden, like almost overnight, my whole entire plans changed because I found this one tarot lady. And what she did for me, I was like, if I could do that for one person, I would feel like my life, like I'm okay to go. Like that's all I need. So then I realized that is my purpose. That is what, like when I held my first deck of cards, I realized from that first moment, this is the deck. This is my first deck, the Everyday Tarot. It was like under 20 bucks. I got it at the bookstore in my local mall. And the first couple of readings I did were against the most skeptical people who did not believe in tarot, and I made all of them cry because I was saying so much truth. And I mean, even now, it's been how many years later, and I still feel like, you know, sometimes I doubt myself, but every single time I do, I get a client right after that tells me no. And okay, anyways, that's making the story too long, but pretty much the whole point of that story was I was going on one whole different path, and I just said, you know what, forget it. This is what is calling me, and I just did it. And that, I think that was the first time I believed in myself. It was the first time I ever took a leap of faith. And look at me now. It changed my whole entire life. It changed my whole perspective. It changed every single thing. I mean, I literally every day say, pinch me. This cannot be my life, because the little girl that I was growing up, where I was like, would have never believed that this would have been my life. So you guys all have that. You all have that ability. And I think that, you know, back to that little girl phrase, it's like maybe what you guys need to do is in a little activity this month is like ask yourself, what is one thing that you have already accomplished that would make that little girl or that little boy inside of you proud? That little boy or that little girl when you were a child, something that you never thought you would have been able to do, that you already have done. And then what's something that you're going to do next, okay? So yeah, I don't know. I just keep thinking back to when I found myself. And because I keep doing that, I really think that this is your time. This is the time when you're going to find yourself. Like, you're really going to find your calling. And back to that story of the interior, for me, it was really because I just took a leap of faith. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I said, you know what, I'm interested in this. I'm going to do it. And there's a quote, and I put it on my first mood board. If you take a step, the universe will take a step with you. I took a step towards something, and the universe said, you know what, you took that one step, I'm going to give you your purpose right here, right then. I mean, yeah, that's pretty crazy. And maybe it's not going to be that easy because I don't even understand. Never mind. But it will happen. It will happen. If you're not following me on Instagram, I do like little live rants. So follow me on Instagram, and I do daily messages there. So if you enjoy when I kind of go into my rants, then definitely follow me there. But for those of you who don't like it, go watch another reader. Honestly, this is my channel, The Star. So with this energy, and that's another thing, don't apologize, learn to say no, right? The Star, your dreams are coming. The things that you want, they're coming, but also you're going to have to be a little bit more of a, what's the word? I can't say the word on here. A little bit more of a bad, you know? You're going to have to be the Queen of Swords sometimes. You're going to have to set boundaries. What you ask for, you can achieve. But I think that you need to be so, you know, consistent, more consistent than ever, especially on those days when you don't want to. You have to pull through. You have to push through. Make yourself little goals, whatever it is, but this is the year to really get all the things that are on your list still from God knows how many years and really just change them, especially when it comes to things that are within yourself, things that are surrounding you. What you give is what you're gonna get. Amethyst is another, so for those of you who didn't hear earlier, selenite, clear quartz, amethyst, and moonstone are the crystals. The link for crystals are in the description box below. I am gonna, yeah, okay. Four of Wands, look at all this beautiful energy. This is gonna be, January is a good time for you to think about moving, what you wanna do with your home, if you wanna stay there for the long haul, if you want to, also a good time to plan vacations, not necessarily about going on vacation, but planning vacation. And also just changes in the home. So honestly, even if this is, you know, I'm so sick of this bed sheet, I need a new bed sheet. Something simple, or like completely redoing your entire place, but making changes within your home, long-term changes or long-term goals, manifesting long-term goals that you want related to anything in the home or in your family if you're married, right? I don't think this is much for those who are single or in a relationship, but more if you're married or you at least have a child with someone. And then, yeah, look, we have the Queen of Swords. So really standing your ground when it comes to those of you that are single, really standing up for what it is that you truly want, not settling for less in any aspects, right? Making sure that you know what you want, so that when you have somebody who is interested and who shows you an interest in you, that they do check off all the boxes and you're just not so happy that they show an interest in you that you ignore some red flags. So you're going to be standing your ground, you're going to be setting boundaries, you're going to be making long-term goals, you're finally going to have that energy where you're not going to be distracted, and the things that you focus on are going to be able to get finished. You're going to complete things from a very long time ago, and you're going to go through some serious healing. But the most important thing would be quieting your mind and surrendering, right? Having faith in your dreams, knowing that they will happen, but maybe they're not going to happen in the exact way that you want or through the exact method that you are trying in this moment. So just be open to different messages that you receive. You see a number, look it up. You know, have a conversation with a friend, whatever the case is. Also, like, again, socializing. The more people you communicate with, the best or the better, because I feel like you're going to get a lot of messages through people, whether it's somebody sends you a video or a picture or a quote, or you literally are talking to your friend about God knows what and they end up saying something that gives you an epiphany. But you will receive a lot of messages through communication and just contact with other people. So that is what I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you would like a one-on-one session with me, or if you want to add any crystals to your crystal collection, we also have sage wands, Palo Santo, things like that as well, all in the description box below. I love you guys, and I will see you guys soon.